Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Practical Organic Living. In this episode, I'm going to share with you our experiences in growing tropical guava in our climate and location. So we're looking in Zone 9B, Northern California, and the guava behind me are Taiwanese guava. I think in English is pearl guava. So right now it's middle of November, and usually guavas in our area mature in mid-December. So in our climate, to be more specific, in the summers it's pretty mild. It's maybe high 70s to low 80s, and it doesn't get that hot, but it's fine because as you can see behind me and in a bit later, it's pretty easy to grow guavas, even tropical white guavas. As for water, we don't get a lot of water. So we are forced to irrigate with sprinklers every day, and we also mulch heavily so we don't lose a lot of that water. Let me talk about the growing progression, what you can expect from each season. So in the winter, you'll see that the guavas are actually going to lose most of their leaves, unless you have no freeze or very little freeze. So last year we didn't really have freeze, so the guavas really didn't lose any leaves. Spring, there's some leafy greens, a little bit green. It'll start to flush out. Summer is when most of the growth happens, so that's when you can see flowers, leaves, and new fruits. And fall, winter is the time when you're gonna be harvesting these guavas. The way you know guavas are ready is if it's starting to turn yellow. That means it's definitely ripe. Now, if you want it to be a little bit crunchier, you would probably harvest it a little bit more green. So to harvest it, all you do is twist it like this. It should come off pretty easily. Right, like this. So another thing is you want to plant your guavas where there's full sun, because we found out that this tree gets the most sun in this area of the yard, and this is a tree that we've been harvesting guavas from. Actually, they're really ripe, they'll drop from the tree, so this one is definitely ripe here. So I'm going to harvest a couple more guavas here. You know, these are ripe too, because if we don't harvest these, the critters will get to them. Yeah, so if you have mild winters, right now, like I mentioned, it's mid-November and the temperature is 70 degrees today. Yeah, the guava is confused and it's going to start flowering. It's going to try to flower throughout the winter. Usually we try to prune these off because you're not really going to get fruit in the winter because it's cold in our area. We're going to get, a couple of light freezes in a month or two. So as you can see, there's a lot of guava here. There's actually too much guava, I think, because the branches are all falling over. So we're gonna have to thin these out. So let me show you what I would do here. So as you can see, the branch is falling over too much because of the guava. So for example, I would look at the smallest guavas, like this one here. I just take that out and throw it on the ground. There's some guavas already, so I'll pick these. And some also small fruit that need to be thinned. So I'll thin them right now. So I'm gonna both pick and thin this because this branch is getting too heavy. So this is how many guavas we got from just 5 minutes of picking. I'm sure there's a lot more back there, but we're gonna actually start thinning these guavas now because we want to encourage the trees to focus on ripening the fruit and not growing new leaves. So that was our video on growing guavas in Zone 9B, Bay Area, Northern California. We hope this kind of inspired you to grow some guavas too, because they're actually pretty easy to grow and they're absolutely delicious. So that was our video on growing guavas, and we'll see you in the next video.